Hey, what's up? Welcome back. This is gonna be a little different video today. Um, it's gonna be similar to a video I did a ways back. It's basically a gonna be a video of my collection. So instead of the Funko Pop video I did a while back, not a while back, uh, probably like maybe like 3 years ago, maybe at this point. No, about 4 years actually. I think it was right before it was before the pandemic. Um, so yeah, it's been a while. I think. So yeah, I'm actually gonna do my DVD and Blu-ray collection that I have so far right now. It's actually based. This video is inspired by a guy I watch, subscribe to. His name is Tim Hayes. So I'll leave a link to his channel in the description, and I'll leave a link to the video that this is inspired by in the description as well. So you guys can go ahead and check out that video, subscribe to him, and yeah, let's go ahead and get this started. Um, so I got a whole. So basically, I got this whole stack. So I have all these, and then I have these. So it's not a big collection right now because I don't think this is all of them because I still have a few left. I have a few that I left at my parents' house. So I guess I'll just start with what I got on the rack first. Um, so I guess we just go. Let me take these off. Let's see. Oh my god. Okay. Cool. All right. So I'm just gonna lay these down right here. I'll just go one by one. Basically, just show you the vid. Show you. I gotta show you the cover and the inside. Yeah, just my collection. So a lot of these I got years ago. Like I would just get like anything that looked cool, that was really cheap. I would buy. I mean, if they're cheap, you're not really losing anything. So I guess this one's called Phoenix Forgotten. So it's from the producers of The Martian and 300. So I mean that's a pretty good track record. So essentially, this is based on shocking, untold true events. I don't know how true it is. I think I watched this one time. Um, I think I fell asleep. I fell asleep at the end of this. So basically, so I'll just read the synopsis on the back. From legendary producer Ridley Scott comes a chilling revelation based on the true events of March 13th, 1997. Oh, that's very creepy. That's very creepy that I'm doing this video because tomorrow is actually March 13th. So this story will be 26. Yeah, 26 years old. When a strange pattern of lights appeared over Phoenix, Arizona. Phoenix Forgotten tells the story of three high school students who went into the desert to document this phenomenon. They were never seen again. 2 decades later, the sister of one of the missing teens returns to investigate, supporting a massive cover up by the government and local law enforcement. But nothing could prepare her for the shocking discovery of the footage from that fateful expedition, and now the terrifying truth will finally be revealed. Um, so the move, it sounds kind of scary. It's not really scary. It's on the level of like a found footage type thing. It's almost like Cloverfield, but it's not. It doesn't have like the from what I remember, it doesn't have like the monster aspect. I think this is more like aliens and extraterrestrials. I'm gonna have to sit down one day and watch this again, and then yeah, so you got the inside. Let me just flip them over. I'll just show you what they look like. Let's see. So go ahead, open that. So the one on your, so if you're looking at this video, this one right, the one on your right, when you're looking back at the video, this is the Blu-ray, and then this one is the DVD. So yeah, let's see who's in it. I don't think it has anyone I've known or that I know I've seen. It's got Florence Hartigan, Chelsea Lopez, Justin Matthews, Luke Spencer Roberts. I've never heard any of them. I think it wasn't a bad movie. I think for me, I pick a bad time to watch movies sometimes, especially when I'm really tired and I know I'm not gonna finish it. I don't think I finished this. I put it in, and the next thing I know, I woke up and the credits were running. So yeah, that's Phoenix Forgotten. Actually, I'm gonna put this back on the rack to make it easier. Okay, next one. The Tokyo Ghoul live action adaptation. This is also one I haven't even popped this in. I just kind of took it out. I don't have the actual paper covers anymore because they with the paper covers I couldn't fit this in the Blu-ray rack, so I had to take them out. So basically, it's got all the characters. It's kind of a glare on the screen, unfortunately. But yeah, it's got all the characters on it. So if you never seen Tokyo Ghoul or at least read, I would highly suggest reading the manga. Read the manga because from what I've heard, after the first season of Tokyo Ghoul, they kind of went off the hinges. Kind of did their own thing with Tokyo Ghoul Re. So just read the manga. It's very good. I actually need to go back and read. I might have to just reread Tokyo Ghoul Re again because I got to a point. I got to like 60, 70 chapters, and this is a really bad thing with me when it comes to like watching the anime or watching the TV show or reading the manga. I'll get really deep and I'll just stop. I'll stop reading or watching it for some reason. It's a really bad habit for me. So I already know I don't know any of these actors. Masataka Kubota, Fumika Shimizu, Nobuyuki Suzuki, Hiyori Sakurada, Yu Ayo, and Yo Oizumi. So yeah, this is the same. So it's based off the same manga, the same name. So basically, humanity is an acquired taste. Riddled with gripping fight scenes and tasteful gore, this adaptation of Tokyo Ghoul brings the popular manga series to life like never before. When did this come out? This came out in it doesn't tell me when this came out. Oh, I guess 2017. I guess because it says Anime Expo 2017. Cast and crew discuss. Those are the extras. So I'm assuming it's 2016. It's 2017. Oh my God! Wow. Damn. Buried in books and a quiet life, Ken Kaneki is all but dead to the world in an age where flesh-eating ghouls live among us. But when his only chance for survival is an organ donation that turns him into a ghoul human hybrid, he finds sanctuary at Antiku, a cafe run by the people he once considered monsters. Targeted by anti-ghoul forces, this safe house is up against a hunger more sickening than their own. When their most innocent members are threatened by humanity's taste for vengeance, Kaneki will risk life and limb to protect the very world that changed his own. Yeah, I really need to get back and finish the manga so I can figure out how this ends. Because there were so many questions. Can't show you that. Alright, so these are cool little designs on them for the DVD and Blu-ray. All right, so okay, so this one right here that I'm pointing to on your left, that's the DVD, and then this one is the Blu-ray. So it's kind of showing like the conflicting sides of Kaneki. So this is his ghoul side, and then this is his human side. It's a nice little, I guess, what do you like? What's the word? What is the word? Symbolism, I guess. So yeah, got Tokyo Ghoul. Put that back. And then next I have this is an old one. I got Leatherheads. So I haven't watched this yet either. I need to. Um, I'm a big sports guy, so any kind of sports movie, and if it looks cool enough, I'll get it. It's got Clooney, Renee Zellweger, and John Krasinski, so it's got a lot of star power in it. I think the gist of the movie, this is like the early age, the like the dawn of American football. This is basically so this is what they used to wear back in the day. Like the helmets, the uniforms you see now in the NFL and college and high school, pee wee football, it's drastically changed. So this is what they used to wear at the beginning. Um, so yeah, like I said, Clooney, Zellweger, Krasinski, Jonathan Price. I'm sure that it's got more people in it. This was out in 2008. Wow. I knew this movie was old, but I didn't know it was that old. So real quick, award Academy Award winners George Clooney and Renee Zellweger team up in this fun-filled comedy set against the beginnings of pro football. Dodge Connolly, played by Clooney, captain of a struggling squad of barroom brawlers, has only one hope to save his team. Recruit college superstar Carter Rutherford, John Krasinski. When a feisty reporter, played by Zellweger, starts snooping around, she turns the two teammates into instant rivals and kicks off a wild competition filled with hilarious screwball antics. Critics are cheering Leatherhead as a real winner. And yeah, that's basically what it got. So this one is the Blu-ray only. It's not a DVD combo. So it's basically just the cover again. Is there a way to make this lighter? Let me see if I can turn it. Okay, there you go. It looks a lot. I think that looks better. The glare is not as bad. Still bad. It looks better on my monitor. But yeah, hopefully it'll turn out. I'm assuming my monitor is what you guys will see. But for me, I just had to turn the brightness down so I can show this all better. All right, so we got Leatherheads. Next, we got another sports movie called Legendary. It's got Patricia Clarkson, John Cena, and Danny Glover. Patricia Clarkson. I think that's the wife. No, that's a different lady. I was about to say that's what was her name from Home Improvement? Is that the same lady? Hold on. Let me see. Patricia Clarkson. Let me see. Wikipedia. I know it's not the greatest. I don't know why. I must be thinking of someone else. That's not her. But I've seen her in some stuff. Home Improvement. Patricia Richardson. There we go. I knew they had a similar name, different last name. Okay. So yeah, that's Legendary. So I think it's about high school, college wrestling. I don't know. Like I said, it's a sports movie. I'm a big sports guy, so I saw this and I saw it had John Cena on the cover and Danny Glover. So I was like, yeah, let me cop this. Uh, it also has Devin Grave and Madeline Martin. Mm. So yeah, in the small town of Sallisaw, Oklahoma, the Chetly name is synonymous with victory. This inspirational tale of a young man's dream to reunite his family through amateur wrestling is as triumphant as it is profoundly touching. WWE superstar John Cena is Mike Chetly, a former high school and collegiate champion estranged from his family. Things change when his awkward, undersized younger brother Cal, Devin Gray, I thought I said Grave. Apparently he was in Dexter. Comes back into his life with a plan to unify Mike and their widowed mother Sharon, who is played by Patricia Clarkson from Green Mile, but not without major setbacks. With the guidance of Red, Danny Glover, he's been in Lethal Weapon and numerous other films. Cal learns that winning against all odds is worth more than he could have ever imagined. So yeah, it's like it's an underdog. I like underdog stories. So for this one, I don't remember. I might have bought this used, or there was something in here. Because if you notice, it has two slots, but it came like this. So I don't remember if I bought it used or not. Oh yeah, I bought it used. Yeah, I did buy it used. Yeah, I remember. Because there's sticker residue on the top of this before you use stuff. So this is the Blu-ray. It's got like these guys, about to square up for a match. So yeah, at some point, my goal is to hopefully, at some point, watch all these movies or watch the stuff I haven't seen yet. I think the ones I've been through, I'm gonna have to watch Phoenix. Was it Phoenix? What? Phoenix Forgotten. I'm gonna have to watch that again um, at an adequate time so I don't fall asleep. So next we have Wall Street. Money Never Sleeps. So this right here is the sequel to the first Wall Street that came out in I think the 80s or 90s with the same guy, Michael Douglas. So essentially, this is I think it's like 30 years later from the first movie. Shia LaBeouf plays like his apprentice who is supposed to like I think he's supposed to marry Michael Douglas's daughter in this one. Um, I think I watched this back when it came out, um, in 2010. Yeah, I remember. I remember when this came out because I was working at a theater at the time when this came out. This was a very popular movie. A lot of people came to see this. Um, so yeah, it's got Michael Douglas, Shia LaBeouf, Josh Brolin, Carey Mulligan, with Eli Wallach and Susan Sarandon and Frank Langella. So yeah, this is a lot of star power. Following a lengthy prison term, Gordon Gecko, played by Michael Douglas, finds himself on the inside looking in at a world he once commanded. Hoping to repair his relationship with his daughter, Winnie, played by Carey Mulligan, Gecko forges an alliance with her fiance, Jake, played by Shia LaBeouf. But Winnie and Jake learn the hard way that Gecko is still a master manipulator who will stop at nothing to reclaim his rightful place. Oh, I'm tripping because I was reading that sounds like a run-on sentence. But Winnie and Jake learn the hard way that Gecko is still a master manipulator who will stop at nothing to reclaim his rightful place at the top of Wall Street. So yeah, if you're a fan of the first, I'm pretty sure if you're a fan of the first one, you had to watch this at one point. What is all this? He's like, I think it's an old code. I think I had a bunch of old digital codes in there. I don't know why they were in this DVD, but or this Blu-ray box. But yeah, so then on the cover of the Blu-ray, you got Michael Douglas looking like a boss. Yeah, this one I have to watch again. Okay, so you got that out the way. So next, this was also a big one when it came out. Damn, this is Paper Towns. I have to read the synopsis. Um, it's from the author of The Fault in Our Stars, which was also another big movie at the time. It's got Cara Delevingne. I can't say her name. Basically, if you've seen Suicide Squad, um, the first Suicide Squad, or if you've seen Valerian, that's the same chick, same chick. And then you got Nat Wolf. I think this is this the brother? Is this the brother? Because there's two Wolf brothers. I think this is the brother that was in Hereditary, and this is the one that played Light in the American Death Note version, which is actually not as bad as people make it out. The Netflix Death Note, the American one, is not that bad. Don't be a prisoner of nostalgia and all that. Watch it yourself. It's actually not that bad. It actually works for what it's trying to display. Uh, so it's going. So it's had Nat Wolf, Cara Delevingne, I think that's how you say it. Austin Sage, Abrams, Justice Smith. Oh, Justice Smith was in this. When was this movie? 2015. Huh, this seems like an older movie. All right, 2015. Okay. Okay, I didn't know he was in this either. Yeah, a few of these people came up to be like pseudo stars. Okay. Adapted from the best-selling novel by The Fault in Our Stars author John Green comes this unforgettable film starring Nat Wolff and Cara Delevingne. Ever since they were children, Quentin, played by Wolf, has been in love with his enigmatic neighbor Margot Delevingne. So when Margot recruits Quentin for a prank-filled night of adventure, Quentin leaps at the opportunity. But the next day, Margot suddenly disappears, leaving behind cryptic clues for Quentin to decipher. When he goes on an epic road trip to find her, Quentin ultimately learns the true meaning of love and friendship. So, it's not tell either that I can't. I don't have no. I need like a light, like a little desk lamp because it is so dark. Actually, hold on. Let me turn on this other light. Maybe that'll make it brighter. Yeah, I mean it's brighter, but yeah, I guess it can make some of a difference a little bit. I'm trying to see how yeah, it's 109 minutes, so this isn't a long little movie. I'll check out some point. I need to find like a weekend. I could have done it this weekend, but I was lazy and I had to do my taxes. So what is all this? So this stuff I can show you. Um, what the heck is all this? I must have never opened this one. All right, so this is the digital code. I'm not gonna show you all that. So this. All right. So you got your DVD here. I think that made it right. There you go. So you got your DVD here. You got your Blu-ray here. Is it this TV? Let me turn this off. Okay, I think that worked. And then I got the Blu-ray here, so I guess this one's just them like with the picture, and then this one's like on a roadmap type of marking it off. So apparently, in this thing at the time, you can't do it now, but you could have entered to win a epic U.S. road trip for you and a friend. Student travel solutions. So apparently that was apparently that was a thing at the time, but this expired November 20th, 2015. This is no good. Um, so I guess it came with these little like stickers. I guess little thumbtack stickers. So one has like where you want to go, and one has where you've been there type of thing. So I think that's cool. And I think this is like a notepad. Well, they gave you a notepad here too. So there's notepads in there. I don't think you can see that because gotta make the way I figure it. Everyone gets a miracle. So I guess these have like different notes. Like one, and then you have one that's like I can't really take them all because they're sticky notes. But you get the gist. Each page has like a different phrasing and little message on there. So that's cool. I didn't know that was in there. A lot of these I just kind of opened because I bought them because they look cool. But I do plan on watching these hopefully at some point. Yeah, that's Paper Towns. Next, I have Mission Impossible: Rogue Nation. No word, no introductions needed. Tom Cruise, obviously. You got Ving Rhames. You got Jeremy Renner. You got what's his name? Simon Pegg. Yeah. Alec Baldwin, Sean Harris, Rebecca Ferguson. So basically, I think this is like what was this like number 5 in the series? I think. When was this? This also came out in 2015. Wow. I think this might no. What was the one? It was I think the last one I watched was the one with Henry Cavill. Cause I remember that they had that fight in the bathroom. They were throwing Henry Cavill was throwing body shots in that jump. That was crazy. So what was this about? Loaded with jaw-dropping stunts, prepared for the best action movie of the year. With their elite organization shut down by the CIA, Agent Ethan Hunt, Tom Cruise, and his team, Jeremy Renner, Simon Pegg, Ving Rhames. So if you don't know, Jeremy Renner and Simon Pegg, they were newer additions. Ving Rhames has been around since the first movie, I believe. I think he's been around since the first movie, I believe. So he's been there for all of them. Must race against time to stop the syndicate, a deadly network of rogue operatives turned traitors. To stop this global threat, Ethan must join forces with an elusive, disavowed agent, played by Rebecca Ferguson, whose loyalty is suspect as he faces his most impossible mission ever. Now, in my opinion, I know a lot of people like him. In my opinion, I think the franchise should have ended after 3. That's my opinion. But everyone has a different opinion. I don't know. I just never. I remember watching the third one, and it was such a. I don't know. It was such a nice, happy ending. You could have left it on that, and then they brought him back, and then it's like, oh, he got divorced from his wife, and he's down on his luck, and he had to get back into the game. Like, y'all could have left it alone. Alright, so blue is Blu-ray, and the gray is the DVD. They're just generic. They say the name of the title with these different colors, so you differentiate. But that's all it is. Mission Impossible. All right. Then next, I have Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. This was what was this? 2018, I think. This was the hottest movie of that year. Shoot, was this 20? Yeah, it was 2018 because this came out the. I think yeah, this came out like the winter before I got my current job. Does it say? Am I missing it? Oh yeah, 2018. Yep, 2018. All right. Phil Lord and Christopher Miller, the creative minds behind the Lego Movie and 21 Jump Street, bring their unique talent to a fresh version of a different Spider-Man universe. With a groundbreaking visual style that's the first of its kind, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse introduced Brooklyn teen Miles Morales and the limitless possibilities of the Spider-Verse, where more than one can wear the mask. So this had what Shamik Moore, Jake Johnson, Haley Steinfeld, Mahershala Ali, Brian Tyree Henry, Lily Tomlin, Luna Lauren Velez, Zoe Kravitz, John Mulaney, and Nicolas Cage, Catherine Hahn, and Lee Schreiber. Jesus, this had a lot of star power. That's the cover, y'all. You got Miles in the middle. I wish this wouldn't be so bright. Why is this so bright? All right, cool. Like I said, on my monitor, it looks. Maybe I should just look at the monitor. So I got the webcam here, but I got it hooked to my monitor. I'm gonna just look at the monitor. All right, so you got. It shows up better. So you got Miles here. You got Peter Parker, old man Peter Parker, and then you got Gwen Stacy, Spider Gwen, Ghost Spider, whatever they call it now. Uh, I have actually watched this. This is another one. This is one I've actually fully watched. This is probably, I think out of most of them, I think this is the only one I've watched 100% through. So the clear one is your DVD, and then this is going to be your Blu-ray. This is a scene in the movie. That's where they took that from. So yeah, Spider Man. But I think the second one comes out this year, right? Alright. So next we got another sports movie, another wrestling movie. Like I said, this one's called Win Win. It's got Paul Giamatti, Amy Ryan, Bobby Cannavale, Jeffrey Tambor, Alex Schaefer, Melody Linsky. I know a few of these names. So I think this is one of those. So I think this was also 2011. Do I have 2011? I don't remember this. Academy Award nominee Paul Giamatti stars as a lovable yet long-suffering lawyer and high school wrestling coach who takes us on a brilliantly heartfelt journey through the game of life where you can't lose them all. When Mike Flattery, Giamatti, comes across a teenage runaway who also happens to be a champion wrestler, Mike's luck turns around in spectacular fashion, but his win-win situation soon becomes more complicated than he ever imagined when the boys' family affairs come into play. Co-starring Oscar nominee Amy Ryan and directed by Oscar nominee Tom McCarthy, this touching and funny comedy will leave you cheering. Okay, so this got some jokes to it. All right. I would be watching it. And then you got the inside, you just got the Blu-ray disc. So this is how it should look. If it's just the Blu-ray, it should just be the Blu-ray in there. This should be like nothing. But it was which one was it? It was one of them other ones. I can't remember. One of them other ones I just showed. This one of the side was missing the disc. You could tell it was missing the disc. But this is just the Blu-ray. So yeah, win-win. So essentially, my collection is just a lot of mishmash of just movies and stuff I'm interested in. This is another one I watched. Black Butler, the book of the Atlant, the book of the Atlantic. Okay, Black Butler, another very good anime. I've never read the manga, but the anime is actually very good. If you've never seen it, go ahead and check it out. It's not long. I think they got like 3 seasons. There's there's the main series, and then there's a second series. The second season. Um, it was the circus. It was something circus. It was a different thing. It's a very creepy storyline. It's about this circus with a very dark secret. It's actually very good. Um, so yeah, it's a very good. This is a very good show. Um, Good lord, I cannot see this. Why is it so dark? All right, all aboard to the next great adventure for Ciel and his demon butler. Oh, so yeah, if you don't know, the little boy is Ciel Phantom Hive. This is Sebastian. I think Sebastian Michaels. They don't say his last name, but I think that's what his name is, Sebastian Michaels. Oh, Sebastian McHale's, whatever you want to say it. And his demonic butler Sebastian. After hearing rumors of a peculiar success, whoa. After hearing rumors of a peculiar society bringing people back from the dead, the two board the luxury liner. What did I say? Campania on her maiden voyage to investigate. Uh, Incognito amongst the mysterious Aurora Society, they find familiar faces in the sight they can't believe. A woman raised from the dead. But surprise quickly turns to dread when the shambling corpse attacks. With more questions than answers, Ciel and Sebastian are up against not just one flesh hungry corpse, but hundreds. Where she had the flamboyant Reaper, Grell, and his new partner, Ronald Knox, standing in their way. Time is running out to solve this mystery, and if the demonic duo doesn't act fast, they'll be treading some seriously rough waters. Who could be behind this daring necromancy? And are they ready to find out? Okay. When did this come out? I don't know, I can't really say. The problem is they made the text is so small, but it's so fancy looking, but the whole everything is black, so it's like it doesn't stand out enough. They made the letters a little too small to read. Um, so you got. Let's flip this around. So this is the DVD. Okay, so the white one is the Blu-ray, and the black one is the DVD. Yeah. So I guess like yin and yang type thing. I don't know what they were going for, but it's kind of basic looking. But I guess just so you can differentiate which one's Blu-ray, which one's DVD. Yeah. So that one. And the next one I have is Thoroughbreds. It's a very good movie. It's very funny. Kind of strange and weird. If you're into them, if you like, this is kind of on the level of like a um what would I equate this to? It's got it's a different sense of humor. It's very I don't even know how to explain this. It's um I don't know how do I explain this. it's like it's very dark. It's a dark comedy. It's on the same level of like a I'm trying to think of something that's a comedy. I can't think of one. But if you've seen the movie, you know something that's this is similar to. So it's got Olivia Cook, Anya Taylor Joy, and Anton Yelchin. R.I.P. to that man. If you don't know Anton Yelchin, he was in. I think he was in. He was definitely in the first two Star Trek movies. They did the ones that came out in, like the early teens. Um, what else? He had a movie called Odd Thomas. He was in what was that? What was that? The Green Room. I think he was in the Green Room, if I'm not mistaken. He's done a lot of stuff. He's a very good actor, but he just you know life happens, man. Then obviously you got Anya Taylor Joy. Um, I guess this is like a young Anya Taylor Joy because this was back in uh 2018 or 2016. Nah, this had to have been like 2016. It's got two dates on there. But yeah, anyway, I mean, it's been a while. I mean, we know with Anya Taylor Joy what she became. Childhood friends Lily, Anya Taylor Joy, and Olivia Cook reconnect in suburban Connecticut after years of growing apart. Lily is now a polished upper class teenager at a fancy boarding school. Amanda has turned into a sharp witted outcast with an attitude. Though they seem at odds, the pair bonds over Lily's contempt for her oppressive stepfather and they begin to bring out one another's most destructive tendencies. Their ambitions lead them to hire a local hustler and take matters into their own hands to set their lives straight. Yeah, like I said, it's a dark comedy. Um, this also has Paul Sparks and Francie Swift. I don't know who those two are. Oh, I must never open these things because they all have like digital code. I'm pretty sure these codes work, right? I don't know. Let me see. Oh no, they all. I think this expired. So yeah, this is just the Blu-ray disc. That thing should reflecting. Jesus Christ! I don't even think you can see it. But yeah, thoroughbreds. Yeah, this I've actually seen. I think I've seen this like twice. It's a very good movie. And last for the rack, I got a movie called Teen Spirit. I don't know. It looked interesting, and like I said, it wasn't a lot of money, so I picked it up. It's got Elle Fanning, who is actually, in my opinion, she's actually the more famous Fanning. I mean, you could say Dakota, but because she's been doing it longer. But I don't even remember the last Dakota Fanning movie. I think the last thing I remember her in was like the last Twilight, which was years ago. Um, I think this was kind of recent. If I could find what that 20, that says 2018, 2016. Hold up, y'all. I really need a 2016. Okay. I really need a death lamp, bro. This is ridiculous. I cannot see this. Let me see if I turn this back up. It still doesn't make much of a difference. Okay. So anyway, Violet, played by Elle Fanning, is a shy teenager who dreams of escaping her small town and pursuing her passion to sing. With the help of an unlikely mentor, she enters a local singing contest that will test her integrity, talent, and ambition. Driven by a pop-fueled soundtrack, Teen Spirit is a visceral and stylish spin on the Cinderella story. Also starring Rebecca Hall, Zlatko Berg, and oh my god, Agnieszka Grochowska. Oh my goodness. So I guess it's like I guess it's Cinderella, but with like Cinderella mixed with like I guess Glee to an extent. And this one's kind of like the Teen Spirit one. I mean, kind of like the Thoroughbreds one. Just says Teen Spirit, generic. All right, so that is all for the DVD rack. Boom, like that. Now we can get on. Well, I guess that's a Blu-ray rack. These are all the DVDs. I'm gonna do this one last because this one I like. I'm gonna do last. I'm gonna show. So a lot of these are just kind of stuff I picked up. Some of these, a couple of these, I'm like, should I even? I think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna just be. There's gonna be one I'm not gonna show. Maybe I don't know. We'll see. All right. So next, so these are the DVDs. Let's jump. This is definitely some B movie type stuff. The Final Girls. I don't know. It looks funny. It looks like it's a horror comedy. It's got Taysa Farmiga, Malin Ackerman, Adam Devine, Thomas Middleditch, Alia Shawkat, and with Alexander Ludwig and Nina Dobrev. That's funny. I just seen a Alec Ludwig movie the other night. It's called what's it called? Night Thief. It's on Netflix. It's got him. It's got Debbie Ryan. It's got what's her name? It's got Megan Fox. It's got these other two ladies. It's an alright movie. I can definitely see a sequel out of it. But you know how Netflix is. They're not gonna. They're real particular on what they give sequels to. Um, let's see. When was this one? 2015. Okay. When Max Tasia Farmiga and her friends reluctantly attend an anniversary screening of Camp Bloodbath, the infamous 80s horror film that starred Max's late mother, Malin Ackerman. They are mysteriously sucked into the silver screen. Oh, that's cool. They soon realize they are trapped inside the cult classic movie and must team up with the fictional and ill-fated camp counselors, including Max's mom as the Scream Queen to battle the film's machete-wielding killer. With the body count rising and scene after iconic scene, who will be the final girls left and live to escape this film? The Final Girls is a genre-blending horror comedy also starring Adam Devine, Thomas Middleditch, Alia Shawkat with Alexander Ludwig, and Nina Dobrev. Yeah, this definitely got jokes. This is a Netflix movie right here. No, I ain't gonna lie to you. And then this one just says Final Girls. These actually show up. I think of the background is black with the DVD boxes. The stuff on the DVD show up better. Okay, because everything with the Blu-rays they're like blue and translucent, so they don't show up well. Um, and we got here another big hit. We got Lady Bird, which I still need to watch. Um, oh my goodness, got how you say this? Saoirse Ronan, Laurie Metcalf, Tracy Letts, Lucas Hedges, Timothy Chalamet, Beanie Feldstein, Stephen McKinley Henderson, Lois Smith. All right. 2017. Yeah, I remember these Jones because these were like These are more like so I worked at a theater that was very that was more of like on the stuff they showed was more of like the actual like I guess like artsy type stuff. Um, they showed a lot of the early A24 movies at the theater I worked at back in the day. So I'm talking about like what was the early jump they showed A24? Then like Mother when that came out. There's just a whole bunch of stuff. Pretty much all that early A24 before A24 blew up. The place I was working at showed them like every week. And this was one of them. Thoroughbreds was one. Um, at the time, yeah, at that point, yeah. Let's see. Christine, Lady Bird McPherson, Saracen, Ronan fights against, but is exactly like her wildly loving, deeply opinionated, and strong-willed mom, Laurie Metcalf, a nurse working tirelessly to keep her family afloat after Lady Bird's father, Tracy Letts, loses his job. Lady Bird is an affecting look at the relationships that shape us, the beliefs that define us, and unmatched beauty of a place called home. 93, but damn, this is a short one. That's the thing. A lot of these movies like that aren't even long. I just gotta find some time to watch them. So this is another one. Just says Lady Bird. If I can, there you go. Lady Bird. Why is this? Why is this marked like this? Oh, I thought there was something here. So if you see like right there in the corner, that Sharpie, I thought it was covering something, but it's nothing. There's nothing covering it. It's just somebody took marker to it. I don't know. Like I said, a lot of these I got off the clearance racks. This right here might be my favorite movie that I have. I've seen it. I think I've seen this movie like I've seen it twice at this point. The first time I watched it was like this was before so this had to be like 4 or 5 years ago when I before I got rid of cable. And you know the thing is that cable networks like actual true cable channels that just show movies. They just show anything. So one night I was up real late at night. I'm talking about like 2, 3, 4 in the morning, and this came on, and I was like, "Oh, this looks cool. It's a cool red synopsis." I'm a sucker for '80s movies, any kind of old school movies. I'm like, "All right, cool." I watch it, and I watch. I'm like, "All right, this not bad. This is not bad." So this Joan, the lady, the lady, the legend of Billie Jean. So I picked this up. Um, So I picked this up after I seen it. I'd already seen it. I was like, "Oh, that's cool." I didn't know they had I can get a physical copy, so I bought it. And yeah, um, I actually like this cover. This is a tight cover. This is a tight cover. I'm pointing in the wrong spot. This is a tight cover. You can definitely. I'm pretty sure they had like a post of this somewhere out there you can get of this right here. This is cool. Um, so yeah, when local rich kid Hubie Pyatt, played by Barry Tubb, steals and wrecks Binks Davies, Christian Slater, beloved motor scooter, Binks' older sister Billie Jean, played by Helen Slater, demands the $608 it costs to fix it. You can just imagine $608 in 1985. That's with inflation. That's we talking about like a grand and for a scooter. Bink shoots Mr. Pyatt, Richard Bradford, by accident, and he and Billie Jean flee town, accompanied by Billie Jean's girlfriends Ophelia, played by Martha Gayman, and Putter, Yeardley Smith. They become fugitives, and when they pick up a very willing hostage, Lloyd, played by Keith Gordon, they become criminals. Billie Jean becomes a legend in her own time, a symbol of freedom to teenagers everywhere. This is a very cool movie. So apparently I have the special edition, special fair is fair edition, which is like the oh that shows up nice. Yeah, that's tight. That's tight. So this comes with included commentary tracks with the stars Helen Slater and Yearly Smith. Yeah, this is a very I recommend this highly, especially if you just like good like I guess something with like a good feeling, good message behind it. It ain't too long. If you're a big '80s movie fan like me, definitely check it out. So now I get now now I'm getting into like the weird stuff. Um, what's on here? It's not bad. This is not great. So I got Cruel Intentions. Uh, so I guess for obvious reasons, you can figure out why why I picked this up. Now I just watched this. I think I watched this the same night that I watched. Um, what did I watch the other night? I think I watched it the same night as Billie Jean. Yeah, it had to be because I didn't watch none of these other ones. Yeah, I think I watched this. I watched this the same night I watched the Billie Jean Jones. So yeah, Cruel Intentions. You got but you got Michelle Gellar, Sarah Michelle Gellar, Ryan Felipe, and Reese Witherspoon. Um, 2004. 2004? No way. 2004. Wait a minute. Hold up. Hold on now. There's no way this movie there's no way this movie they made a sequel. 99. Why did it say 2004? I guess this is when this put on DVD. Oh. Uh-oh. So that means the stuff yeah, it says 99. I love how you go to Google. It's like is cruel intent is inappropriate. It's definitely not for tweens and young teen. Yeah, it's definitely not. It's definitely not for young kids. I can promise you that. Um, huh. So when did let me see something. So what did I say this movie Teen Spirits? I guess that was when it was because this Jones says 2016. Let me see. It says 2018. What? Well, 2018, I guess. I don't know. Okay. I was like, there's no way. I know Cool Intentions is like a '90s movie, but yeah. So do I even want to read this synopsis? Do you want to read this, bruh? This shit is this. Excuse me. This stuff is wild. I'm gonna keep it cleaned up. Uh, Sarah Michelle Gellar, Grudge, Scooby Doo, Buffy, and Ryan Felipe. I know what you did last summer. 54, Gosford Park. Sizzle as a pair of unscrupulous siblings in a deliciously spicy tale of seduction, revenge, and conquest. This doesn't. I'm gonna break it down to. It doesn't make it any better, but they're not. They're not blood. They're step siblings. I know you're thinking, well, that doesn't. I'm just being honest about this movie. Now they're not related, so don't think it's. I mean, it's kind of weird if you watch the movie. Their relationship is very weird, but they're not blood related siblings. They're related by marriage. They're step siblings. Um, after cleverly seducing and ruining the reputation of an unsuspecting classmate, Selma Blair, Hellboy, the sweetest thing, the sparks fly when Catherine, that's Michelle Gellar, poses the ultimate challenge to her insatiable stepbrother. There you go. Sebastian. played by Felipe. The flower, the headmaster's beautiful virgin daughter, Annette, played by Reese Witherspoon. Vanity Fair, Legally Blonde 1 and 2, Red, White, and Blonde. Oh, that's the title. Legally Blonde 2, Red, White, and Blonde. Okay. If he fails, Catherine gets his most prized possession, but if he succeeds, Sebastian gets to possess and bed Catherine. See, that's what I'm saying. This I didn't know if I wanted to read. This is a very, very strange movie. Now, apparently, this movie is based on like a French movie from like the early '90s, late '80s, something like that. The stakes are high, but for Sebastian, the payoff is feverishly irresistible. And before the summer is over, no one would escape their relentless game of cat and mouse until one of them is bitten by the most unlikely, unlikely sensation of all, love. So, yeah. Uh, so yeah. So the movie is not. It's. I mean, it's definitely very weird, but it's not as. It ain't as off the wall as you would expect. You know what I'm saying? I hate. That's the one thing I hate about this. So if you go online and you look up the you look up the cover of this, at the bottom here, they cut her off, but Selma Blair is like right here at the bottom, but she's like sitting, she's like on the floor, but you don't see it in this. They just show them three, but there's a full poster where Selma Blair is like at the bottom because it's got all three. He basically he's involved with all three of them. So yeah, this is actually a good movie. Don't sleep on it. I know the synopsis is very weird, but don't sleep on it. Um, oh yeah, this is another one I watched recently. Don't tell mom the babysitter's dead. Now, the ending of this movie has a lot of unanswered questions. There's a lot of unanswered questions. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just go check out the movie. So this guy with Christina Applegate. So she was married with children. About that time. This was. See, this says okay. So this is when they released the DVDs for it, 2009. I don't remember when was this. When was Don't Tell Mom? Hold on. Don't Tell Mom. 91. Jeez, there's no way. This movie is that old. 91. I was born in 91, bro, when this movie came out. Good Lord. That's crazy. So that Christina Applegate, Joanna Cassidy, John Getz, Keith Coogan, and Josh Charles. So basically, the title of it, the title tells you what the movie's. It gives you a very simple picture of what the movie's about. It's a summer full of unexpected fun and foul play where mom takes a trip to Australia, leaving Sue Ellen, Christina Applegate, and the kids behind. What they didn't expect was the babysitter mom left to take care of them, an elderly tyrant who's ready to make their lives miserable, until she keels over dead on the first night. Now the kids figure they can have the summer of their dreams, only they don't have any money for the basics like movies, dates, and pizza. It's up to Sue Ellen to find a job, but to make it in the adult world, she has to fake it from the top of her resume to the tip of her nail polish. If she succeeds, Sue Ellen and the kids are going to have a summer they'll never forget, so long as they don't tell mom the babysitter's dead. So right off the bat, you know what this is about. Um, this movie though, this movie is very early '90s, '80s, late '80s type. Um, I don't. You couldn't remake this nowadays because the stuff she does in this movie could only be done at that time in history. Like there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of checks and balances that you couldn't get away with nowadays. It's just real talk. Uh, All right, so this is another one I picked up. I watched this a way back when I bought this. So this is a Japanese joke, Mutant Squad. So I guess it's basically these girls are mutants. Uh, it's 2010 Toei video. I don't know none of these girls. Yumi Sugimoto, Yuko Takayama, Suzuka Morita, and Naoto Takanaka. Uh, so yeah, I saw this. I'm also a big foreign films guy. Um, because I watch a lot of anime. Um, but yeah, I saw this. I was like, oh, this looks cool. It's got Asian chicks who are mutants and they look like they're gonna fight people. So I was like, all right, bet, let me pick it up. Let's see. Excuse me. Ren is a seemingly normal Japanese high school girl, but on her 16th birthday, everything in her life changes when government special forces break into her home. After witnessing her mother's face blown, damn. After witnessing her mother's face blown into bits and her father's severed head, damn, falling into her birthday cake, Ren's dormant mutant abilities are awakened. Her arm transforms into a sharp knife encrusted claw, and a moment later, she finds herself standing in a pool of blood surrounded by dead soldiers. Fleeing and fighting her way through her hometown, she encounters a group of girls who were also born as mutants and call themselves the Hiroko, a breed of mutants who have existed long before the so-called Japanese invaded their homeland and began to persecute them. So I'm guessing it's like I guess they're essentially the yokai. I guess like it's been so long since I watched this jump. Um, I had another one. That's not it. It's not here. That was pretty cool. Um, the girls have different special abilities. One can transform her arm into swords. One can grow tentacles from her fingertips, and one can grow a chainsaw out of her body. The team honed their skills under their demented and powerful leader Kisaragi for one purpose: to take revenge on the Japanese who have been persecuting their breed for ages, and to take over Japan and transform it into a land for mutants only. The revenge of the mutant girls will soon begin. So I don't remember how this ends. Uh, yeah, I would definitely have to watch this again. But yeah, this has this basically just they just shrink down the cover, and you got Mutant Girls Squad. Yeah, I mean, if you go to like a shop where you can get like really obscure DVDs and Blu-rays, and you see something that interests you, just if it's real cheap and you like what you see on the cover and the synopsis, just go ahead. You're not gonna lose anything. You don't lose anything. You know what I mean? You might find like a gem. You might find something you really like. Um, so then this one we have. It's called The Adventures of Paula Peril. So yeah, The Adventures of Paula Peril. Um, got Valerie Perez, Stephen Hanthorne, Marla Malcolm, James Conner. Courageous reporter Paula Perito follow the lead to an abandoned warehouse where she is attacked by five brutal thugs working for the corrupt mobster Vince Fratelli. Okay. After putting up a valiant fight, she is subdued, bound, and threatened by them for information. Back at her newspaper office, the brilliant rival reporter Veronica Villancourt plans to steal Paula's headline. Her friend and partner Jimmy Smith Just gave him a generic name. Worries about Paula's whereabouts and discusses his concerns with the editor of the paper, Slim Jackson. He has no solution but to find Paula and publish her story before the deadline that night. I still don't know what this is about. I've yet to watch. I keep telling myself. I keep looking at it like just watch it. It's only 93 minutes, an hour and a half. That's a beautiful thing. I think a lot of the stuff I have aren't. I don't have anything that's really super long. I think the longest. I think the longest movie I have is probably like the Mission Impossible movie. Might be the longest movie I have. I know that's like 2 hours. But everything else was like an hour and a half. And then I picked up this really cheap first copy of not first copy, but I guess like the first volume of what in the world? What the what is going on? What is all these notifications? I just got hit with like 10 notifications at once. So it's just all. Oh wow, UConn. So if you're a basketball fan, college basketball. So the UConn women Huskies aren't a one seed. Yeah, South Carolina, Indiana, Virginia Tech, and Stanford. Man, I can't remember. I can't remember the last time UConn wasn't a one seed. That's crazy. Okay, I definitely have to play my brackets though. Yeah, so I never. Oh, my Terps got in though. They play West Virginia. All right, that's what's up. The men's has a weird number one seed. They got Alabama, Kansas, Purdue, and Houston. Very strange. Very very strange. But it's been a weird year for college basketball. That was weird. My phone just ran off the chart. I'm like, what is all this? Um, so I found this. I don't know how old this anime is. 2006 or 7 Sunrise called Zegapane, which I still haven't put it in. I should. It's only got 5 episodes on this DVD, so it won't kill me to like binge this. What is that like? We're like that's like an hour 40, a couple hours of the day. Like I said, I got all these other movies and stuff I need to watch. So here we go. Reality and fantasy seem to be breaking down for student Kyo Suguro. Is he really the smart but unpopular swim enthusiast at Maihama High School, or the pilot of the giant robot Zekapane in a war-devastated world? From the day he meets the mysterious girl Shizuno Misaki, his life changes forever as he begins to question reality and his own sanity. Which life is real and which is fantasy? As he fights the forces of the enemy guard's arm and tries to keep his school swim club going, Keo searches for answers. But is he ready to confront a truth stranger than anything he's ever dealt with? Okay, so they don't put the cast. They put like the people that worked on it, but they don't put like the seiyus on it. Oh, this is Bandai Namco. Oh well, yeah, I guess Sunrise. Same people that did that worked on what else was Sun Code Geass. Jesus, I couldn't. And Sunrise has done a lot of other stuff, but that's the main one I can remember off the top of my head. Um, might have to skip on this. I got a DVD, but it looks I don't know. Well, maybe. Let me see. There's nothing crazy on there. Well, there's one like picture. Uh, nah, I can't. I'm not gonna risk it. It. I don't. I mean, the cover is not that bad, but I'm not. I'm not gonna risk it. And yeah, I definitely can't show that. So I'm not gonna show it, but there's one called. I got a DVD here. It's called Lady Ninja Reflections of Darkness. Uh, so it's got Marty Ave, Sho Nishino, Yuri Morishita, Rika Mayama, Asami, Kei Mizutani, Takashi Nishani, Nishina, Tamahisa Yuji, Hiroya Matsumoto, Arthur Kuroda, and Kichiro Wakayama. Okay, so yeah, that's all I'm gonna for those two. I don't think that's very YouTube friendly. And then the last one, this is probably my favorite one. So this joint right here, um, like I said, when you have cable, um, the middle of the night is usually where they show a lot of just like obscure movies, like either obscure movies, really old movies. Um, Sometimes they would show like anime. Very rarely, but every so often they would show like an anime movie. Because that's why I saw this movie, and I think I watched. I think I watched like Kiki's Delivery Service. Showed up on. I don't know, because back in the day I had when we had cable, we had like the HBO channels. We had a couple HBO channels, Showtime. Um, was it Cinemax, and yeah, so we had a bunch of them channels, and sometimes like on the weekends, I could stay up later, and I would just watch. I'd either watch that or like I'd have my TV really low, and I'd have my PS2 hooked up, and I would be playing the PS2 real late at night. But I would make sure I would turn the sound because I didn't. I was playing like college football and Madden. I didn't need the sound. I didn't need the sound on for that. But literally it was so quiet. The only thing you would ever hear is either my brother. He'd be like like turning like he'd be moving in the bed. He's sleepy. You kind of like change positions, or you would just hear that creaking sound from the PlayStation. Because for the most part it would run silent, but you can always hear it running like a fan. But it wasn't crazy loud. But sometimes it would make that sound like every so often with the disc, and it just I don't know. That just brought me back. I decided. But anyway, um, so like that. This is probably my only still book because there was a lot of still books I saw at the movie place I used to buy these from. But I was like, I can't afford because them still discs were like $35, $40 for some of them. And I was like, do I want that? I mean, it'd be cool for my collection, but I really want it. So I saw this one because I think there was only like one. I think there was only like one of these left at the time. And I was like, I haven't seen this movie in years. If I don't buy this, I'll never see this. I'll never find this again. If I do find it, it's gonna be like $200, $300 because it is an anime movie. So it's called Metropolis, not to be confused with Superman. It has nothing to do with Superman. It's called Metropolis. It's about so this girl right here is an android. So basically, what I remember the gist of it is it's a world where humans and androids basically live together. Now it's not always in like harmony, but it's like they coexist type stuff. And I believe there's a boy in here. He finds the girl one day, and he kind of finds out she's a. I don't think he finds out to the end that she's an android, but it's basically just like it's kind of a love story, like coming of age as well. It's got a lot of, I guess, like social commentaries. I guess because there's a point in the show in the movie where they go down the line like, are androids actually worthy of like like human rights? I guess I think that's what I remember. Um, so if you look at the movie, it looks very much like Astro Boy. Well, it's got okay. So I'm looking at it right here. So the guy right here, oh, was it Osamu Tezuka. So if you're wondering why this art style looks familiar, well, I'm about to read to you what it's about. Brace yourself for a ground. Actually, if I take, yeah, that's how it looks clear, and then this is these are the front and back. Actually, I'm very glad I picked this up. Like I said, this was like the only one in stock, and this kind of came in the shipment one day. I was like, there ain't no way, bro. I haven't seen this movie in freaking years. I was like a little boy when I saw this. 2001. Yeah, I was very young. 2001, I was what, 10 years old? Brace yourself for a groundbreaking experience in animation based on the classic comic created by Osamu Tezuka, who did Astro Boy, written by Japanese anime legend Katsuhiro Otomo, who did Akira, and directed by Rintaro. Galaxy Express 999. Metropolis is a spectacular film featuring stunning imagery and unforgettable characters. In the industrial tri-level world of Metropolis, Duke Red is a powerful leader with plans to unveil a highly advanced robot named Tima. But Duke Red's violent son, Rock, distrusts robots and intends to find and destroy Tima. Lost in the confusing labyrinths beneath Metropolis, Tima is beginning a friendship with the young nephew of a Japanese detective. When Duke Red separates the two innocents, Tima's life and the fate of the universe is dangerously at stake. So yeah, if you didn't, so now if that makes more sense, this is the guy that did Astro Boy, and it's very obvious when you watch the movie. It's very Astro Boyish, Cyborg 009. It's got an Akira feel to it. It's got a lot of combinations to it. Oh my god! So apparently they're gonna reboot. They're gonna give the Flintstones the Velma treatment. Oh boy, that's gonna be fun. Um, oh, I actually need to take this out because I forgot I skipped the last two DVDs I had. Oh, this is beautiful. So this is the Blu-ray. So I'm about to take them out. I had to take one of these out so I can actually show you because they're on top of each other. All right, so this is the DVD that you're seeing, and then on the right, on your left, that's Tima. That's the Android girl, and that's them on there. And then on this one, you have on the Blu-ray, you have oh my god, you have Tima with like a, I don't know what that bird signifies. Like I said, I have to go back and watch. I have not watched this movie in like over 20 years. It's been that long. Like I said, I remember watching this on late night cable movie came like that. Like I said, I think it was HBO or Showtime, one of them channels. I saw it on TV, and I was like, "This looks really cool. This actually might be one of the first anime movies I ever watched. I think I saw this before I saw a Ghibli movie. So yeah. Oh, it actually says what the? Let me close. There you go. It's weird. So it actually, I don't know if you can see it, but it's imprinted on the. Yeah, you can see it. So it says right here, Metropolis. I didn't even notice that till I just looked at it. This is a very cool still book. If you ever start collecting, if you can get you a steel book, at least like you don't got to get a whole bunch. Like I said, these steel books are expensive. I was able to get this on a little discount, but this was still like 30 something dollars. But it's a very if you can get you like one for your collection, one or two for your collection, it's definitely worth it. Cause like steel books are very rare. They don't make still like I don't even know how many of this like how many DVDs and Blu-rays they made of this. 'Cause, like I said, I went like 15 some years before I even saw this again in like uh any kind of physical media for this. So I'm like I was very excited to get this. This is probably my favorite. Well, no, I'm not gonna say. No, I knocked over everything. This is my favorite Blu-ray DVD in my collection, hands down. It's like this is just I don't know, man. This is just very very nostalgic, bro. Very nostalgic. Metropolis. If you've never seen, it, if you're a big anime fan or you just like animation in general, definitely definitely check this out. Um, Actually, let me see if you can even. 'Cause I want to see if this is on the. Let's see. Uh, nope. Hmm. Okay. So I guess you can't. I guess you can't watch this on. I would think you can watch this on. Where can you watch this? If you can check out the trailer on on YouTube, they got one up. They got an official trailer from 2019. They got a 4K trailer someone put up April 1st of 2021. Bro, I can't believe I found this, bro. That's crazy. You can watch this on. It's not available. I'm pretty sure it's somewhere. You can, if you look hard enough, you should be able to find this. Uh, oh, nice. My defenders are still up. 3 minutes to go. They're up 11 points. Yeah, that's it. That's my collection. That's my DVD collection. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you saw something that you found some kind of interest in. Like I said, definitely for the anime stuff. The Black Butler, and the Tokyo Ghoul. This is definitely part of the best of the three. Um, but yeah, this is cool. This is cool. I want to give, like I said, I want to give a shout out to Tim Hayes. Tim, I'm gonna put you a link of the channel in my description. I'm also link that video that I saw that you did of your collection. All right, so yeah, uh, yeah. So let me. Nope. All right, so yeah, thank you for watching. hope you enjoy, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.